So God bless everybody. Welcome to another video from my page H.O.T.M. Thank you for watching. I wanted to talk to you about, show you a trick that I learned on how to paint the edges. The edges are the most difficult things to paint because most of the time with the brushes, you end up painting the back of it when you want a straight line. Well, I'm going to show you how to do it without putting tape. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't use tape on that. What I do is I do this to my brush, okay? Now you know that the brush is very brittle, and once you start painting with it, it tends to go hairy all over the place, and the next you know you have a mess. So what I do is I grab a piece of tape, okay? I grab a piece of tape, just enough, okay? And then what I do is settles the brush where it needs to go. So by me taping on the brush like this, okay, it keeps the brush nice and steady, okay? So it doesn't allow it to go wide, you know what I'm saying, or expand. And once you start using the paint and you start painting the edges with it, once you start painting the edges with it, you're gonna notice that the paint itself seeps behind the tape and it becomes like a funnel of paint. So it keeps paint behind here, which keeps feeding here. So once we get to the little project that I'm gonna be painting to, which is gonna follow up in a few seconds, I'm going to be able to show you exactly how this works, which is going to help you because having a steady hand most of the time doesn't work. So I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, so God bless everybody. So right here, what you want to do with your brush, what I'm going to be painting, I'm going to be painting these edges without painting this edge right here. I do not want to put paint on this brown board. So I do want to paint these edges. Now, I want to do it, like I said, I don't do it with tape. You know what I mean? Tape is no problem with you doing it with tape. But the thing about tape is that you will have paint on it. Like, may pretend, once you put the tape on it, it'll tend to pull the paint in the back. You know what I mean? The tape is not 100% secure. So it will pull the paint. Once you start taking it apart, it will pull the paint in the back or damage the back area, which I don't like. So what you want to do, in my case, what I'll do, you see how my hand is a little shaky. So that's what I want to try to prevent from not damaging or painting the back of it. So what I do is I grab the brush at first, okay? I grab the brush at first and I start soaking it in, okay? Here's what I want to do. I don't want to quickly go to the edge because I want the brush itself to settle. You know what I mean? I want the brush itself to settle, okay? So as you may see, the brush starts settling, okay? Start settling with the paint. Now, one thing, I don't mind about painting my finger. So one thing that I've learned it from pinstripers. I don't know how many people know what a pinstriper is a person that does designs, especially back then in the old days, they used to do with brushes, do designs on cars. So one thing they used to do is grab the pinky finger, which they use for settling. You know what I mean? They use for settling. So here's you running through the edge, and in order for you to prevent your hand from shaking, they use the pinky finger as a base for the hand to settle down. So as you see, I'll bring in the camera a little bit so that way you could be able to see that there's no paint coming out. Like I said, you paint through the edges. As you may see my little pinky, if you could see it. See my pinky? It is holding the base of my hand. So it's not allowing the brush to go crazy with it. So it will not fall out of place. Okay? So, but you have to be patient when you're doing the edges. You know what I mean? We tend to hurry up and we want to finish quick. Okay? So what we do, okay? We tend to do it nice and slow, okay? Doing it like that without the pinky is a little more hard for the simple fact that your hand is going to be shaking a lot, okay? Your hand is going to be shaking a lot, and you don't want it to be going like that because then you're going to end up painting the back. So what you want to do is, like I said, you want these fingers. If you could use all three, fine. If not, like a pinstriper, he uses the small little pinky finger as a base, and you follow that base. You know what I mean? And that's how you paint your edges. You know what I mean? Without putting paint nowhere else. Okay? That is a little trick that I learned Let me see if I can bring in this camera a little closer. Okay. So as you may see, okay, as you may see the top, my paint did not leave the edge. Okay. You know what I mean? The paint did not leave the edge. And it put it, and it brought me a straight edge. So the best way for you to do it, okay, like I said, you grab the brush and you use this pinky. You see? My pinky settling in, boom, and that's holding you as a base, okay? You could also use 3 fingers, that's fine, or 2, whichever one you want, but I usually use 1, okay? So it settles you in, and it allows the paint, as you may see there, it did not seep through, and you were able to get a straight edge. So that's my trick to you. I wanted to share that trick today, so that way, you know what I mean, once you go painting, you can use that trick, and you're going to see that you are going to see a difference on the paint, okay? So that is a little project I am doing today. So hopefully this trick that I learned helps you out in the long run, and enjoy the tips. And if you haven't subscribed to my page, please subscribe. We will be posting many more videos showing different tricks and different types of ways to paint and cut. That is going to be my next video. I'm going to be showing people how to cut properly, because people tend to cut and all of a sudden they measure something and it came out short. So that'll be my next video. Look for it soon. God bless everybody. Bye.